Hey everyone, thank you for joining me for another video. So today we're going to be taking a look at the demo for PowerWash Simulator. What's PowerWash Simulator? It is a game where you'll be playing a hygiene technician, or whatever fun name they come out with these days, for who basically will be using a high pressure hose and various parts of the equipment to clean various items. So in the demo, we're going to basically start off with cleaning a van, and then we're going to move on to cleaning a house. Probably won't go as far as the house, depending upon how long it takes to clean the van. And yeah, so this is effectively a ASMR style simulator where you're just going to be chilling out and relaxing to the sounds of a pressure hose being used. And as you can see on screen at the moment, we do have several different keys that are useful to keep an eye on. So we've got things like tab to show dirt, your standard walking, and you have rotating equipment where you can rotate the nozzles, you can equip different bits and pieces. There's a jump key, but we'll get all into that in a moment. And so yeah, let's just get diving straight in. So first things first is as you can see, we've got our pressure washer in hand. I have turned the volume down on the music so that we can at least hear what they're intending, and we're just literally gonna get cracking. So as I said, the tab key will show you where the dirt is, which on this I think is pretty much everywhere. Oh no, help if I press the tab key, not the caps lock key. There you go. You see, everything's there. So let's get cracking. We'll start with the door. There's a nice area. I think we're going to start out with, first of all, dropping that volume down a little bit, because I think we're a little bit too much. So let's drop the ambient down, and we'll go with that for now, because although I do want you all to hear it, I don't really want to deafen you at the same time and still be able to be heard. So that should do. And literally, you are going to be running your hose over the vehicle to cut down and cut through all of the dirt and grime to show the lovely van underneath. So basically start out your first mission with, that's going to need to go down a little bit more. That's still a bit too much for what I'm trying to talk as well. So let's drop that to there. How's that? That's better. You can still at least hear what's going on, or at least hear what I'm trying to tell you as well. So yeah, so the first mission is basically you have been given this old van, which, let's be honest, with the shape of it, from the UK standpoint, kind of is shaped like an old Ford Transit van, or as the British used to call it, it used to be called the tranny. And yes, this was way before a time when that was particularly seen as anything derogatory. It was just a particular nickname on the transit. So as you see, as you go around and you clean each section, you get a nice ding noise, and it tells you that that section has been completely cleaned. And if we now hit the tab key again, you can see now where there is a lot less of the muck and dirt on that area of the vehicle. So yeah, literally this is the gameplay mechanic, is that we're going to use this as a nice area to clean up, and there's no time limit. There's nothing particularly special here other than just a nice chilled out relaxing game where you go in and clean everything. So if you're somebody who particularly enjoys cleaning and finds it a particularly relaxing activity, then this may well be the game for you. Let's just make sure we get everywhere underneath here to get the tyres nice and clean. You can use the shift key, the control key, sorry, to drop down to a lower level, and then you can get almost down to an entirely prone position as well if you wanted to get down to the lower levels for cleaning around by the wheels. And we've also, if I can show you using the R key, the R key will rotate the orientation of your spray from the 90 degrees vertical here to 90 degrees horizontal. And you also, if you press the right mouse button, will toggle on your actual spray being on permanently, and then you can just spray away to your heart's content. That is what I've seen so far, and a little bit that I was playing about with, just to get a feel of how the game plays, and just to make sure everything was recording okay. There doesn't seem to be anything which is actually going to be telling you you're running out of water, so it's pretty much spray to your heart's content on this game. As much spraying as you want to do, it's more than happy to let you do it. So as we work our way around, we're just pretty much just going to be doing this the entire way around the van. I suggest, from what I've seen so far, it's probably better to focus on a particular area at a time rather than just trying to run around, and using fastidious usage of the tab key to see where your dirt is fairly regularly, so you know what areas you've possibly missed out on. And again, using the R key to either work which way works better for you, going, you know, right to left or left to right, or if you want to go up and down, whatever makes the most sense to you or works within how you like to use a power washer. Or you can just pretty much just spray away madly at it as you like. Is there anything else on here? A little bit there. Nothing else. I think we're almost there for that side of the van. Right, so let's move round to the back of the van. We'll work our way around. So, we'll stop at this moment and we'll take a quick look at some of the other options that you've got available to you. So you have the current power washer you have is as they say, is a good all-rounder light duty pressure washer. We haven't got any other choices. I'm imagining in the full game you can probably purchase and upgrade better equipment, obviously with higher pressure wash and things like that. So you have an extension on there, which is just the standard stubby gun, and you can then move to a longer extension, which will increase the range of the washer, but cannot be used when close to the surface. So, for example, we probably won't be able to use it on the van itself. And this is the short extension, which is so kind of works partly in the same way. So if we come out quickly here, you see there's no extension on here. We hit the E key and go into the short extension. That then looks like that, and you've got a slight extension. All works very much the same, and again can be rotated as required. Now the other area is this area called the nozzle, where you can choose what kind of nozzle you want to use. You've got either the 0 degree nozzle, which is the narrow beam, which I'll show you just now, and that is very much for sort of detailed work, where if you're trying to get into a particular area, that will allow you to focus on that. So for example, if you're trying to get into this little area underneath the number plate and rear bumper, then that is perfect for that sort of use. Or if you're trying to focus on a particular area of the bumper itself, that's good. And again, it's got very high pressure. So that one, and it says it's the narrowest beam of water for maximum pressure. Then we have the 15 degree nozzle, which we were just using originally, which creates a narrow fan of water and provides strong pressure. So again, your nozzle choice will be dependent upon either how wide a spread you want or how focused you want it, and the wider the spread, the lower the pressure. So we've got a 25 degree nozzle, which is a good balance, as they say, between area of effect and pressure. If we change to that bad boy, see, that's a little bit wider. But again, it's not quite removing everything from the windows. So back up to full height. And you have to sometimes spend a little bit longer moving the... You see, that took a little bit longer than if we'd have used the 15 degree nozzle. So if we go back to using the... If we go up to using the 40 degree nozzle, see, this will be an even wider beam. So there we go, you can see. That's good for getting the... what looks like the main amount of dirt off, and then just focusing on the remaining areas with a different nozzle. So again, nozzle choice will be quite useful bit of gameplay mechanic. And again, as you get to other structures, because I believe after this one, I think there's a house that needs to be done as well, and that's quite a lot of surface area and quite a lot of different structure areas to look at cleaning up. So there we go, door's done. Let's just make sure we get the window finished. There we go. So that's done. So as we've got a nice wide area here with the side of this panel van, we'll quickly show you the difference. So we've got the 15 degree nozzle here. That makes a fan that wide. We then go to the 25 degree nozzle. You get a fan that is that wide. See, a little bit wider than the other one. And then we go to the 40 degree nozzle. You get a fan that's that wide. So again, different nozzles for different uses, but it looks like from what I've seen so far, the 25 degree is relatively good. And you have this weird little one, which is the Prime Vista 1500 turbo nozzle, which is a 0 degree nozzle, one of these ones, the really tight focus beam that seems to, sort of, they say spin, but it's more of an oscillation, and that will wiggle its way around, and again can be useful for getting into harder to reach areas, like when you're trying to get around the tyres. And again, high pressure because it's based off of the 0 degree nozzle. Okay, so let's quickly blast around the tyre. You see that's cleaning that out relatively quickly. But yeah, for wider areas, definitely don't want to be using that. So we'll go back to using the 25 degree and we'll just quickly clear up the rest of this area. So what we can do, just to finish this off. Again, if this is the sort of game that you enjoy doing and you like cleaning things and you find running water to be a particularly soothing sound, then this may well be the game that you want to look at. And you know, even if it's just for had a busy day at work or just particularly stressed out and you want to spend half an hour or an hour just chilling out, this is probably a game that you may want to look at. Again, some people may find the mechanic relatively dull, some people may find it absolutely soothing. It's all down to your own personal preference and what you find enjoyable. Personally, I quite enjoy it, really. You know, maybe that to some people that would make it seem a bit odd, but you know, it is a relatively soothing thing. Just to be able to see a before and after as you've cleaned up the area that you're working on. Sense of satisfaction that you've actually accomplished something. Good, door's done, that's done. So we should be nearly done. Hopefully not too much longer. Okay, so you're going to get random weird things popping up on the side there. Okay. Let's quickly get this front window cleaned. should take us too much longer. Let's see how much dirt we've got left. A little bit there. There we go, that's the windscreen done. So what's left to do on this vehicle? Oops. Okay, so we've got the bonnet clean, and bumpers clean, doors clean, grills 91%, so we've got a little bit to do there, hubcaps 99%, body 79%, and windows 99%. So we've missed a window. So we're 87% of the way there, so let's just quickly... Oh, there we go. That's that one. So we've got a hubcap still to do. Which hubcap's that one? Let's quickly run around. Oh, that's that one done. And the grill. So that's this grill at the front here. Let's just run along here and make sure we haven't missed anything. Again, you can use the tab key to see where the grime is. So we've got a few bits around here. Move on to using the 15-degree nozzle because that'll give us the better pressure. Quickly blast through this. Make sure we get into all the relevant hard to reach areas first, just to make sure they are done. Okay, so tab is not showing us any more dirt. Let's drop to a prone position. Ah, there we go. Right, good. So where have I got left to do? A little bit round by the number plate. Check that's okay. A little bit round by the bodywork under here. Let's make sure that's done. Where else have we got? It looks like we've got the roof still to go. So can I climb up here? What's that say? Aha, we can climb up here. Alright, so let's quickly get the roof blasted off. What would make life really easy is if we could just jump on. Can we jump on here? Hey, we can jump on the roof. Marvellous, that'll do. That'll make things faster. Get this done. Just go side to side, just get this cleaned off. Right, so we'll quickly... There we go, job complete. Look at that. So that's great, so we'll hit that, and it will give you a nice little time lapse of all the work we've done. So there we go. Oh, it even shows the nice pretty patterns we were doing. So perfect, so that's all done, so we're all finished on that. And then the next job is a detached house. Yeah, that looks like quite a lot to work through, but it does mean we've got a different set of nozzles and everything to work with, so let's take a look. And again, it's really nice that they're showing you all the commands and all the control options when you are in the loading screen. I do hope they carry that over into the full game, because that's really, really helpful for people who are new to the game. So we have what looks like it was a C for an aim mode. Interesting. So let's go take a look at what we've got to work on the next section. So we've got what looks like here a really rather dirty, rather mouldy house to work through. So how much have we got to clean? Oh my word. You've got everything to do. Yeah, this is going to be quite a big job. Okay, so the last one took us about 17 minutes with me yapping away and with everything else. So it looks like if we've got up there to do as well. Let's see, can we hit up there? Yes, we can. Can we hit there? Yes, just about. So this is about the limit of where this nozzle will reach. If we go to the highest pressure nozzle, the 0 degree, will that one reach all the way up there? Yes, it does, but not much higher. So we're only getting a certain amount of height that you can get from down here on the ground. So we are going to need a way get ourselves up high. So let's take a look. I did see what looked like a ladder down here. And what do we do with this? So F to pick up the ladder. Where can we put this? Oh, great. So we've got several different laddering options of where we can put the ladder. Either the side of the house, or the front over the porch area, or above the garage. So if we pop that there, this will allow us to come up here. And yeah, as we can see, we start to work our way just around this area here. Ooh, hello, it's jumping us onto the roof of that, onto the actual ladder itself. So yeah, so that is going to work with that particular nozzle on that area, and it looks like you've got some areas underneath to work on as well. So yeah, this could be quite a long and enjoyable game. And do we have what's this? Soap nozzle used for cleaning liquids to rapidly cut through all dirt types. Oh, interesting. Let's try that on the old garage door, shall we? Right. See what this does. Let's do half the garage door. Knack cleaning stuff, and then we will see what happens when we move back to the normal nozzle. And we'll go with the 15 degree, just so we'll give it a fair shout compared to what we currently have. Not what I wanted. So if we go, start from the very middle here. See how quickly. See, that seems to do both sides relatively well. So if we change over to using the 40 degree nozzle, which is the lower pressure but wider fan, we'll try doing a run up on this side. So this side here is the untreated side. As you can see, it does leave behind a fair amount of residue. So let's try it over this side. And let's just get the entrance out of the way with the pathway. You can see that does cut through the dirt a little bit faster. So with this, you could use a combination of the foam and the gun to be able to speed up your process by using the wider fan on this larger nozzle than necessarily using the the 15 degree nozzle. But again, even with a 40 degree nozzle, if you're just being patient and you're willing to move back and forth, it will remove some of the more stubborn dirt, but it may just take a couple of passes. And again, all depends on your playing style and whether or not you would find that to be something enjoyable or something that you would find more of a chore. And again, it adds a little variety to the game and allows you to decide to do different things. And apparently there are different areas that you can go on to. I think there's like a skate park level and things like that. And I did see there was a special pack that's coming, I think later on in March, for a Wallace and Gromit style pack. So that'll be very good to see what that would come out like. But yeah, there we go. That, I think we'll cover that for the demo for this one, because obviously I don't necessarily want to make this last for too long if it's just going to be the same old thing. Otherwise I'd just end up with going into the post-recording edit and just speed up all the actual footage itself for doing all of that. And some people will enjoy it, and if they do enjoy that, then yeah, by all means, please go show the developers some love and go and check this out on Steam. There will be a link in the description. Otherwise, thank you very much indeed for joining me, everyone. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one.